from Jankidas Kapoor Public School. Dear students, in the previous lecture we have studied about the bending of two-wheeler, how a two-wheeler is bending while taking a sharp turn on a curved path. If the speed of the vehicle is low, then its bending is small, and if its speed is very large, then its bending is more. Now the question arises, what will happen to the four-wheeler? Does it bend while taking a sharp turn? The answer is no, it will not bend. Now, what we have to do to make its speed safe, we have to raise the outer edge of the road so that the vehicle may not skid. This raising of the outer road of the vehicle is known as the banking of roads. In today's lecture, we will study about the banking of road. Let us start with the banking of roads.
Now, what do you mean by banking of a curved road? Determine the angle of banking. What is that? So as to minimize the wear and tear of the tires of a car negotiating a banked curve. This car is moving on a level road, and when it will take a turn, what will happen? A large amount of friction between the tires and the road produces considerable wear and tear of the tires. To avoid this, the curved rod is given an inclination, sloping upwards towards the outer circumference. This reduces wearing of the tires because of the horizontal component of the normal reaction provide the necessary centripetal force, which is opposed by the fictitious centrifugal force. So you can define the banking of a road, that is the system of raising the outer edge of a curved road above its inner edge is called the banking of the curved road, as this car moving on a level road and it will take a sharp turn. During a sharp turn, the road is raised towards the outer side. This is visible to you, and this is showing in this picture that this outer edge is raised as compared to the inner edge, and this road is raised like this. So this dotted line is representing the horizontal road, that is the level road, and this inclined line representing the raised road at an angle theta, that is the angle of banking. When this car is moving, it may have two kinds of velocity. One is the higher velocity, then it may skid towards the outer side of the road, and if it may have low velocity, then it can skid towards the inner side of the road. So to explain the maximum or minimum velocity, let us consider a car moving on a curved road of radius r and moving with velocity v, having mass of the car as m, or the centripetal force, or you can say the opposing centrifugal force, as mv square by r. V is velocity of the car and r is radius of this curved path. Now the weight of this car will act in the downward direction while moving on this curved path. The weight here will act in the downward direction. This is showing you Fc, the centripetal force along the curved path along the roadside. This normal reaction force normal to the car is not balancing the weight of the car. So we have to resolve the this weight into two components. One is along against the normal reaction, this one, and one is parallel to the roadside. So understand the angle theta by the geometrical calculation. This triangle is showing us weight is normally downward. So this dark angle is 90 degree in the above triangle. This angle is 90 degree. This is theta. This becomes 90 minus theta. And similarly in the another triangle, this angle is 90 degree and this angle comes out to be theta. This angle is 90 minus theta, this becomes theta, and the angle along FC is also theta. Now we have the angles, so we resolve mg and fc into two corresponding components. Now the mg is resolved as mg cos theta against the normal reaction and mg sin theta parallel to the rod. And similarly we will resolve Fc as Fc cos theta along the rod side and Fc sin theta along the mg cos theta component. Now the normal reaction force of the car is equal to the sum of two component of the forces, that is Fc sin theta and mg cos theta. But if the velocity is normal, in that case the Fc cos theta is equal to mg sin theta only. But if its velocity increases, what will happen? The vehicle will try to move along the outward direction, so a force of friction will act towards the center, that is the static friction. So normal reaction will be the sum of the two component, that is the Fc cos theta is equal to mg sin theta plus Fs, and the normal reaction force will be the sum of Fc sin theta plus mg cos theta. Put the value of this static force Fs, it will have F is equal to mu into n. So you will put the value of mu into n, and n is here equal to Fc sin theta plus mg cos theta, and you can write it as plus mu n. Put the value of n here, that is mg cos theta plus Fc sin theta. Then put the value of, take Fc on the left hand side, take it as common, and then put the value of force, make it common Fc, and then put the value of Fc, that is equal to mv square by r. This value, put it in the equation, take m as constant and cancel it out. We will have the expression for the velocity, that is equal to rg sin theta plus mu cos theta divided by cos theta minus mu sin theta. This is the maximum velocity of the vehicle which can provide the safe journey to the vehicle. If the value exceeds this velocity, it will move towards the outer side. Now if the speed is minimum low, then what will happen? This force of static friction will change its direction because the vehicle is going to skid towards the inner side. Now the force of friction will be towards the outer side, and we can write the equation as well. Here you can see mg sin theta is equal to Fc cos theta plus Fs, and the normal reaction force is Fc sin theta plus mg cos theta. Put the value of n here again and rearrange the equation. Take Fc as constant, put the value of Fc here, that is mv square by r, and we have the value for the velocity. After cancelling and rearranging the equations, we have the value of velocity v minimum is equal to rg sin theta minus mu cos theta divided by cos theta plus mu sin theta, and this is the expression for the minimum velocity of the vehicle. If the velocity is further reduced below this value, then the vehicle will skid towards the center. So these are the expression for minimum and maximum velocities. And now one case is there, what will happen if there is no friction between the road and the tires? In that case, mu becomes 0, mu is equal to 0, and by putting the value mu equal to 0, we will have the equation v is equal to square root of rg into tangent theta, and this is the safer velocity, and theta is the angle for the minimum wear and tear of the tires. So from here you can also calculate the value of theta. So my dear student, this was all about the banking of the curved road and the value of velocity for the safer journey.